Hello. Welcome to day 5, where we're going to roll out the feet. So I'll have you start in mountain pose, which is really just another word for yoga standing. So I'd suggest try stacking your heels more or less under your sitting bones. So what that does is it makes your ankle, knee, and hip joints all stacked right over one another. Make your feet more or less parallel. Unlock your knees. And now balance your weight on your feet, front to back, so between the balls and the heels, and also right to left. When you're aligned like this, feel how the legs form these very organic columns of support to hold you up. So the arms and shoulders can relax. And feel yourself rise into the crown of your head. Now shift attention into the soles of your feet. And see if you can sense the way your feet connect to the earth. How connected do they feel? And now with awareness here at the feet, generate your sankalpa, your heart's desire for your practice today. All right, so we're going to begin by releasing the sole of the left foot. So I'm going to use this chair back for a little support. You might want to as well. Bring the ball under the sole of the left foot and make sure your other knee, your standing knee, doesn't lock. Keep the leg nice and relaxed. And let's start by rolling gentle circles around the whole sole of the foot, from the edges of the heel to the toes. When we're doing self-massage like this, we're really focusing on fascia, which is the connective tissue that runs through and around really everything in our bodies. Fascia responds well to gentleness. It doesn't respond well to aggression. It kind of fights back. So let's romance the fascia a little bit, warming up gradually. And then you'll feel, as it starts to warm up, you're going to start to apply a little more pressure. And you're going to start to feel little gristly bits, for lack of a better term. Now let's all come to rest a little more on the heel. And specifically go to where the center of the heel meets the arch of the foot. And let the foot start to relax so it kind of pancakes around the ball. Maintain this gentle but firm pressure and slowly roll toward the base of the big toe. So we're moving up what's called the medial arch until you're pushing in at the base of the big toe. Maintain this gentle pressure and roll back from the big toe to the center of the heel. Relax the foot. We're going to do that again, but now to the baby toe. So this is the lateral arch. Travel up. This one happens to be very gristly for me. All the way to the base of the big toe. Baby toe. And then travel that lateral arch again back to the center of the heel. Okay, this time we're going to go right up the center. So travel up the center of the foot to rest under the ball of the foot. This is the transverse arch. Letting the foot really spread around the ball. If you would like to get a little bonus calf stretch here, you can roll all the way. So now the ball is a little more under the toes, and let the heel touch down for a moment. That's very challenging with a ball this size. Tennis ball, it would be a little easier. Slowly roll back to the heel. Then if you'd like, you can actually touch the toes down and push in a little more on the heel itself. And now let the toes come up and go back one more time to the big, gentle sweeps all over the whole foot. Take a nice, easy breath in. Let it out through the mouth. Relax the jaw. Set the ball out in front of you. If you can, leave your foot in space for a moment. Roll it one way. Roll it the other. Point it and flex it. And then shake it out. And come back to mountain pose. And notice if you can discern a difference in the way the soles of the feet feel, sure. But also, how does that whole side of the body feel? All the way up to sensation in the shoulder even. So I would term that, we've grounded that side. That's a feeling of being grounded. So we better ground the other side. So please take hold of a chair for support if you're using it. Bring the ball under the sole of the right foot. Make sure on this standing knee you're not locked. Keep the knee nice and relaxed. And let's start by romancing the fascia. All the connective tissue that can get a little dry, a little brittle. We're bringing back vitality, mobility, and just feeling into sensation right now, from the heel to the toes. Gentle rolls. And then you'll feel, as you start to warm up, it's just going to naturally feel good to press in a little more firmly. Now is where you'll start to feel probably little crackles, little pops, little gristle. Maybe it depends on what kind of shoes you wear. Now, focus more on the heel. And focus specifically on where the center of the heel meets the arch. And rest in enough now that your foot starts to pancake out around the ball. Now maintain this firmer pressure as we roll from the center of the heel to the base of the big toe. Traveling the medial arch. Now we're going to reverse that. Base of the big toe, back to where the center of the heel connects to the arch. Now, same thing, but we're traveling toward the baby toe. Center of the heel, now we're following the transverse arch. This one's gristly for me. Find the base of the baby toe, and travel back. So you're probably finding we're all a little asymmetrical. One foot might be more tender than the other. From the center of the heel, now we're going to go right down the middle. Right to rest underneath the ball of the foot. Let the foot spread around the ball. We're coming up underneath the transverse arch. If you want that little bonus calf stretch, you can roll so it's more under the toes. You can keep hold of it. See if you can get the heel down. It's a challenge for me with this monster ball. Easier if you're on a tennis ball. Lift the heel. The reverse of that would be to press into the heel and let the toes come down. Now lift the toes, come back to the way we began, simple circles, restoring circulation, letting it be pleasurable. One more breath. And now send the ball back out in front of you. Leave your foot in the air if you can. Roll it one way. Roll it the other way. Point flex. And shake it out. And now step that foot back underneath you. Bring yourself once more into Tadasana, mountain pose. Settling in and observing sensation in the sole of the foot on that side. And how that affects sensation in the body all the way up to that side shoulder. And now consider both sides of the body at once. And what's the difference in the feeling tone of this mountain pose compared with the first one you did? Please bring a hand over your heart. Keep sensation at the soles of the feet, even as you rest your awareness at the heart center. I consider this an experience of grounding the heart. Return to your sankalpa, your own heart's desire, envisioning how it might guide you as you move forward now off your mat. Our practice together is complete, but your practice will continue now as you step off your mat. Let it be very mindful of how, as you walk, your feet connect to the earth. And notice how that affects your presence. Thank you so much for being here today. Best of luck today. I'll see you tomorrow. Here we go.